my god, this is like my third time recording this, so this better freaking go well. Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marika. If you are new, please click the subscribe button and click that notification bell button just so you can see my face when I upload a new video, which is once a week or once every 2 weeks depending on where my life takes me during that week. Anyways, for today's video I wanted to talk about the regrets I wish I didn't spend too much money on at my wedding. So my wedding was from 6 months ago. I was gonna say 2 weeks ago. Heck no, it wasn't 2 weeks ago. It was 6 months ago. A lot has happened since then. My life has been so crazy ever since I got married, and I don't regret anything yet. But let's just go ahead and talk about what I wish I didn't spend a lot of money on. So first thing, stationery, like save the dates, wedding invitations, stuff that goes on the table or whatever on your wedding reception or whatever those type of table numbers or whatever. I know every bride is different depending on how extra you want your wedding to be, depending on how small or big your wedding is going to be. Our wedding was kind of medium-ish. I had a total of 6 bridesmaids and he had a total of 6 groomsmen, and our wedding was outside. It was a very hot summer day, not even summer. It was just a really hot day in August, which I thought it wasn't gonna be that hot. Anyways, enough about the weather from my wedding. I'm so over that weather from my wedding. So okay, stationery, save the dates, wedding invitations. Brides, please do not be like me and spend so much money on saved dates and wedding invitations. Because you know what? At the end of the day, or at the end of that wedding, where's that save the date or wedding invitations gonna go from the ones you sent to your guests? That's right, in the trash. No one's gonna care at the end of your wedding, or your guests will just look at it and be like, okay, yeah, save the date. They'll put it on their fridge. Okay, wedding invitation, they'll put it on their fridge. And then that's it. They'll never look at it again until it's like, you know, the day of your wedding or a couple of weeks before your wedding. So that's that. I spent so much money on save the dates. I did not care about my invitations, about spending money on that one, because it's my wedding invitation. I wanted it to be nice. But save the dates, I wish I kind of just went a little not too overboard with the pricing on it, you know. So, but it is what it is. It's just the type of person I am. I always want to have a lot of different options for my, you know, for my guests or whatever. That's how I am. I always just want to provide options, options, options. So I ordered like over 100 save the dates from Minted. I think it's where I got it from, Minted or something else, so one of those sites or whatever. And it did cost a lot of money, and I wish I didn't spend a lot of money on that. So just, if you're a future bride, or yeah, I wouldn't recommend spending so much money on that. Just go for like a simple save the date, because no one's really gonna care. The second thing I would say that I wish I didn't spend a lot of money, or Josh and I wish didn't spend a lot of money on, is food or like desserts. Now I know like dessert stuff is very much a thing in weddings. Food is very much a thing in weddings, but like I said, I didn't know that not a lot of people were gonna show up at the reception. So Josh and I was just like, you know what, Josh, maybe I should order a little bit of extra of this, a little bit extra of that, like food wise, just because I was thinking like, well, what if a lot of people show up? Like, what if a lot of people, you know, don't RSVP until the day before the wedding or 2 days before the wedding, and we need to figure out how many entrees, or how many people are going to be eating, or how many entrees do we need to order. So I had 2 entrees. I had the roast beef and the pork loin with 3 sides, and I thought that was a good option. I did talk to my caterer, and she said that if we only do 1 entree, which I wasn't going to do just 1 entree because it's me, you know, I like options. Because I'm not gonna go to a wedding, like what if I don't like roast beef? Or like what if people can't eat this and eat that, you know? So I gotta have options. That's just the way I am, trust me guys. My husband knows this, he knows I love options or whatever. So I said, so we were going to be saving a lot more money if we only had 1 option. But I went ahead and did 2 options, you know, just. But at the end of the day, at the end of the night, there were so many leftovers because not a lot of people showed up and not a lot of people ate. So yeah, that was just a waste of money on my end and Josh's end. And then dessert and cake. Our cake was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. It was from Pinterest, obviously, and I showed it to my my dessert lady, whatever she's called, whatever she's called. And I showed her the picture. This is how I wanted it to look like, and it was so beautiful. But the dimension and the size and like the, not the ratio, what is it called, like how many people are gonna be eating that cake? I ordered way too much, and the dimension of the cake was way too big that we had a lot of cake left. Yeah, mind you, our cake was really good and it looks so beautiful. I'll post a picture on here if you guys want to see it. It's so beautiful. It was one of my favorite parts from the reception, from the wedding, and I was just so happy with the way it turned out. The third thing is, don't spend so much money on your, like, everything in your reception, because no one's really gonna care about your decorations, to be honest. Yeah, like, they're good for pictures, but not a lot of people took pictures at my wedding. So I'm just like, okay guys, really? Yeah, don't spend so much on decorations. I know the backdrop from my wedding, I spent so much money on that, but that's the only thing I cared about is our head table backdrop. I loved it so much. My designer did so amazing with that backdrop. I'll post a picture in here if you guys want to see it. Like I said, it was so beautiful. It was one of my favorite parts from the reception was that backdrop and the cake, and that's the only thing I want to spend a lot of money on, actually, is that backdrop. I spent so much money on that backdrop. It was so beautiful though. It was so worth it. But the decorations, I pretty much just rented it, or I bought it myself, because in the future I do want to rent out my wedding stuff, because I'm kind of have a passion for renting stuff from my wedding. So yeah, just helping out so many brides out there. But I think that's pretty much it of what I wish I didn't spend money on from my wedding. My wedding was so beautiful. I wish I can get married again just so I can change these little things about it, but no regrets, honestly. What's done is done. The wedding is over. It's been 6 months. I'm married to my best friend. I'm married to the man of my dreams, and it's been a long time coming, and we've been together for 8 years total of 8 years dating, and it's been long distance, and we just wanted to get married, and we just wanted to be with each other, and that was the whole point of the whole thing of getting married, you know. Finally, no more long distance, no more living apart on different states or whatever. But our wedding was so beautiful, and I wish I can relive it again over and over and over. So anyways, that's all for my video of my wedding talk of what I wish I didn't spend so much money on. I know it's just like a couple of things, but those things like catering and like your cake and your stationery stuff cost a lot of money. Like, yeah, you have no idea. So anyways guys, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!